Nurse Redheart was always willing to help a sick pony whenever she could. It was part of her job, and she enjoyed it. Despite the open sores, the bloody scrapes, the cries of pain every time Redheart pulls a stitch through some pony's skin, she was still happy with the way her life was going, even if it can get a little disgusting at times. Nurse Redheart was given the day off one day. She didn't really have very much to do, so she decided that she was going to take a walk in a nice forest. The autumn atmosphere was cool and crisp, and it was particularly sunny. The crunching sound of leaves beneath her hooves calmed her as she followed the path. Birds sung as she traveled along, and they sometimes flew right past Redheart. It was a great day for a walk in the trail, and Redheart was soaking in every minute of it. Redheart stopped at a tree log and sat down to relax her legs. The sounds of chirping birds was calm and soothing music to her ears. She closed her eyes and rested her head on the tree trunk that was behind. The rough surface of the tree didn't bother her, and it actually felt a little comfortable. Suddenly, Redheart didn't feel right. She had this odd feeling that some pony or something was watching her. The feeling grew worse and worse until she opened her eyes and looked around. Straight ahead, there was nothing but a hill covered in orange leaves. To her right, the trail kept going until she couldn't see where it was going. To her left, she wasn't greeted with the same image. Instead, the face of a snake hissed at her as its body slithered down the trunk of the tree. Redheart screamed as she jumped off of the tree log and started galloping away. She galloped as hard as she could for a good couple seconds. In the midst of her hysteria, she didn't notice a branch sticking out from the ground. Before she knew it, she was flying into the dirt trail and smacked herself against it. Redheart groaned as she tried to get herself up from the ground. A stab of pain circulated through her knee, sending her back to the ground. Redheart groaned as the pain throbbed in her knee. She tried to get up again, but it was no use. She was stuck on the ground, and she didn't bring her first aid kit. Nurse Redheart yelled out for any pony to come. The only reply was the calm wind of the autumn weather. Suddenly, a series of footsteps crunched behind her. Redheart looked beyond her shoulder. A navy blue stallion with a messy black mane was trotting down the path. Redheart called for the stallion. "Excuse me, can you please help me?" Redheart asked. The stallion darted his eyes around until his eyes came onto contact with the sprawled mare on the ground. The stallion galloped to Redheart's side and kneeled down. "Miss, are you all right?" the stallion asked. Redheart tried to get up, but the same stab of pain came back to her knee. "Not really. I think I may have pulled my knee and scraped it," Redheart replied, motioning at the knee. The stallion looked at the knee for a brief moment before laying eyes on Redheart's cutie mark. The stallion gave a puzzled look at Redheart. "Hey, are you a nurse or something?" the stallion asked curiously. Redheart looked at her flank and blushed at the stallion. "Yes, I know. It's a little embarrassing, but—" "Aren't you able to heal yourself or something?" the stallion asked. Redheart opened her mouth, but no words came out. She just stared at the stallion with a blank face. She stuttered before she actually replied. "Well, what makes you say that?" "You can heal other ponies, considering you're a nurse. Don't you think you can heal yourself?" "Well, I don't think I have the power to do that, really. So, if you could please—" "Sure you do. I mean, you're a nurse. Nurses have healing abilities than any pony else. I guess if you're a Pegasus, sure, but I don't think if you're trained to be a nurse, how come you can't heal yourself? Are you still in training? What? No, of course I am a nurse. But that doesn't help the fact that I'm still here with a possibly broken knee, and you're still sitting here. I don't need to help you. You're a nurse. You help ponies get better. Doesn't it make sense that you can help yourself too? Just because I'm a certified nurse, it doesn't mean that I can help myself. I need a first aid kit with me. And even then, that will be a difficult thing to do. So can you please get help or something? What kind of nurse are you if you don't have a first aid kit? I don't have a first aid kit because I didn't bring it. Then why would you take a walk if you knew this thing could have happened? I don't usually plan for that kind of stuff, alright? I really need some help. Could you stop standing around and help me, please? Sheesh, sorry. Why are you getting mad at me? Because I'm sitting here with a scraped and broken knee and I need help right now. And you are not helping me. All the leaves from the trees shook at the loud tone of Redheart's voice. The birds got out of the trees and flew somewhere else. The stallion stared blankly at Redheart, who was breathing heavily. Sheesh, and I pay my hospital bills to these people, the stallion remarked. That was finally when a group of joggers came into the scene.